What are you, you're not taking me, are you? I'm not dressed properly for that. Go away. Come on, Laura. Enough, 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 enough. Does that have sound on it too?
Yeah.
Oh, well. In that case, I'll give you a lecture. What do you want me to lecture on? I'll do it on the spot. Greek drama.
Are you, do you still like George Bush?
Oh, George Bush. Well, I wish he were a better speaker. I wish he was had a sharper intellect. I wish a lot of things about George Bush.
Looked like he might win, and his expectations aren't as great, but he's going to be around too. And Edwards, if he wins in particular, he'll be a factor that has to be counted on. So yeah, you bet that there are 3 tickets out of Iowa.
Centrifugal force. I'm a professor of economics, not a cook. What are you turning me into?
I think in another life you are a cook.
Think so, huh?
You wanted to be a cook.
Oh, yeah. Well, if Warren Buffett wanted to be a mattress expert, I'd just like to be a jack of all trades. I refuse to know my limitations, Laura. Okay, let's sit down and eat. Now take a picture of us together. Stand up straight, Joe.
Right.
And look happy. We're supposed to be happy, remember? We're married 30 years. No, 60 years. Joan, how long are we married? 51. We're about 59, married about 59 years. So, yeah, it's about 59 years.
So have things gotten better or worse, would you say?
Well, they have their ups and downs, you know. For a while, you know, in any marriage that long, you have a certain amount of friction builds up. But on the other hand, the pluses are very strongly there. And it's hard to think that I'd be living with anybody else, certainly at my age. And I've always found Joan a pleasant, interesting companion. And of course, very nice to look at. Lovely to look
Laura,
at. Delightful to hold.
Do sit down, come on.
See, this is my partner of 59 years.
Not quite.
Yes, almost.
Almost.
January 08 would be
January 28th.
Oh, okay. So
That's a lot, 59 years, right?
Yeah.
Especially
She
nowadays.
wants to know whether we've been happy or not.
Off and on. Mostly happy.
I was going to ask you if it got better as it went along.
Well, parts of it do. You know, Morton is always a very interesting man. I can say that without hesitation.
I'm glad to hear that.
He's always, you know, interesting to be with. You know, that's important.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes he's exasperating, but he's always
don't pull my
interesting
shirt that way.
and fun. And I like being with him.
And I like being with you, dear.
And I'd like to sit down and eat.
She wants to eat.
Come on, people.
Okay. I'm not stopping you. What did you think of Morton when you first met him?
When I first met him, I think I had actually met him at a party earlier. I'd seen him, and I didn't find him particularly attractive at the time, but it's true. It was that first time we went out that made it interesting.
Yeah, right.
And so what did you...
Well, I saw you at a party. I think maybe I'd seen you once before, maybe that time. Anyway, you were sitting on one guy's lap.
Oh, really?
You know, and I said, why should a guy like this have an attractive girl like Joan sitting on his lap? Why shouldn't she be sitting on my lap? Did we what?
Flirt.
No, we don't do things like that. We were Berkeley students, you know.
What do you mean?
We were down to earth. We don't flirt. She didn't flirt.
What are you talking about? Of course I flirted, but I don't think we
Really?
flirted.
I didn't know you were flirting. What
Everyone-
is flirting
Everyone
anyway?
flirts.
Really? What is a flirt?
Oh.
A smile?
Playful conversation.
Playful.
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay,
sort of
right.
flirting.
That you did.
I could say, I don't know how to define it, but I recognize it when I see
Well, we
it.
had a serious conversation because
We didn't talk about that on this.
well, we did.
Our-
We analyzed the movie.
Oh, maybe you
Anna
did.
Karenina.
Did you ever read it?
And
It's a great novel.
anyway, and then what happened?
When you called me to go out to
Hambone
Hambone Kelly's.
And then what happened?
Oh, I can't remember.
The department lined up a job for me at Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge. I figured, well, could I face this alone? I want my dear Joan by my side. So that sort of rang the wedding bells in my head.
So there was no living together?
Well, yeah, we don't have to discuss that with you.
Yeah. She was a visitor to my quarters, let's put it that way. But she had her own place because when Sally, her mother, came up to Berkeley, she would go back to her old apartment, old digs.
Well, I shared it with some other girls.
I see.
Yeah. But your mother knew what was going on. She was no fool.
Perhaps.
What did she think?
What did she think of
Yeah, what did
Morton?
she think of Morton?
Well, she said,
He's no Adonis.
well, he's no Adonis.
Stand number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should listen. Kempf was very good.
Oh. Don't turn it on now, though.
Putting it on the machine.
Yeah, but we're gonna do the film.